Welcome back to the Daughters of the Moon podcast. We're grateful you can join us for another week.
Sure.
And we are going to do our October monthly readings. So
we're excited.
We are excited. And you know, this is like my favorite time of year because it's Halloween.
Oh, yes.
At the end of the
definitely
month.
Like you should see your Halloween. It's amazing.
I'm loving on the Halloween. So that's good. And we've had some really great guests that we've been interviewing for you guys that stay tuned because they'll be on. We've done Rosemary Hurwitz, Coot Blackson.
Yeah, that was they're all very interesting and so informative.
Yeah, Randa Sultan. So just stay tuned because all of those will be coming to you sometime. And the more you pay attention, the
more you get from them.
Exactly.
Because they're just amazing guests and they have so much good information. And we're hoping too that it helps you to find your trip to spirituality that gives you, so much more peace in your own mind and body and soul. So we're hoping that that's exactly what's going on with every one of you.
Yeah. So, follow along on all our social medias because we'd love to hear from you and certainly let us know some of the things that you'd like to see from us with added services, things like that.
Feedback.
We'd love it. But anyways, on to the reading.
Okay, so we will reiterate, this is October's reading. So I guess I'm going first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. The reading I'm doing today is from the Universal Oracle cards, and it's by Toni, Carmine, Salerno. Hope I didn't say that wrong. Anyways, this is the card. Okay. Very interesting card, isn't it?
It is a very interesting
card.
Wow. So what are you picking up from it?
I'm getting lots of energy. It's almost like a sun card in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, when I see so much bright light coming from it, bright light around it and the rays coming from it. Like yesterday, there was a rainbow in the sky. It was amazing. It had all kinds of white luminous, red, yellow luminous light around it. It was beautiful. Anyways, this one here, I says to me, is because we're Reiki masters and we do our healing. To me, because it's right near the heart, it tells me that healing starts in the heart. If you don't have your heart open to accept the healing that's trying to come forward to you, because Spirit's always trying to heal you. It doesn't matter. You may not feel that Spirit's close to you and trying to give you the information that you want, but it's up to you whether or not you're opening your eyes, your mind, your soul, your heart, your body up to hearing and feeling the information they're trying to give in. It comes through our mind. And when our mind is open and we open up our third eye to accept the information that's coming, our heart, if it's open too, allows us to generate that through our whole body to accept it and to heal our body. We heal our own body no matter what. All we have to do is ask for it and believe that the healing will come our way. So I think that that's a big thing for me. And butterflies are free. Means if you feel free about what you do and you let the information come to you freely, you will get what you need. Go ahead, nice. Kimmy Ann.
Yeah, and what I was getting with it was really like a head and a heart connection, like you kind of talked about. And it's like once you kind of tap into your heart and what's at your heartfelt soul essence, and then you tap into your third eye, it really brings everything together. I also get there's a lot of things with your breath with it and breathing and making sure that you're breathing into a good space and really listening to your solar plexus that are not going to lead you the wrong way with the yellow, and then with the and purple with your third crown chakra.
That's okay. I think too, it talks about if anybody's been abused or anything like that too, you can still ask for the healing through that to get the information you need. If you're in a bad relationship or something like that and you need healing with it, This is the card that's going to say to you, open yourself up. Don't keep hiding behind the hurts, whether it be emotional, physical, or anything else. Allow the healing to happen for you, because the sooner you do that, the sooner you're going to be the best you can be. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see what the card says. That's just our interpretation. The person that wrote this book is going to tell you what they think. Oh, creation is filled with the healing light of love. It is a light you can switch on anytime you wish. Isn't that a nice saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dearest one, I am an angel of healing. I come to you, for you are ready to heal. Close your eyes and feel my presence this very moment. Feel the light of the stars shining eternally right inside your heart. You are much greater than you know. You are so much more than this physical existence, eternally one with the spirit, powerful beyond measure, for you hold the essence of creation within you. Know that the essence of life is love, and that love has the power to heal you. Be in touch with all you truly feel, and unlock. Just a minute, I lost my thing. Unlock all that remains hidden in your heart. Take some time each day to write down your thoughts and feelings. Expressing yourself in this way will help you activate your healing. Healing is a process, so be patient. At times, it may feel like things are getting worse. However, this is part of the healing process. As you start to release the many emotions that you have stored inside, you may at times feel out of balance. Once again, be patient, for this is just part of the process. And at the end of it, it says trust, for a beautiful transformation is unfolding. Isn't that nice?
That is very nice.
And that's so true. If you hang in there, once you start to heal and you start to experience some of the things that you don't want to relive, and because you have to, in order to get the healing process to take effect, don't feel bad about it. Have patience. Deal with that deal with the thoughts of, deal with each emotion as you're going through it, because each time you do that, whether it's painful or not, what you're doing is you're opening yourself up to be healed, and you're accepting. And spirit always wants you to accept what they're trying to give you. So try to remember that patience, like they say, is a virtue, and sometimes it's not that easy to do.
Yeah, and trust your inner knowing, because you know, and your body knows the best ways for you to heal itself.
Yes.
So trust those things when your body is telling you. Like, if you need to take a rest, take a rest. If you need to get more active, get more active. You need to get therapy, go for therapy. Whatever it may be, whether it's just breathing, just whatever your body tells you, just listen to that.
Totally. Because we all have stories of things that have happened to us in our lifetime, and we've had to heal through them. But when you sit back later and think about how much you have gained through so many different ways, to be your own true you, once you do that healing process, you are you.
Yeah.
And you keep exploring that deeper and deeper all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So the first card that I chose is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. And the card that I came out for you guys when I asked is Stillness. So I think this is very nice. And I think with the swan on there, to me, it talks about a gentleness. And because to me, swans always seem regal, and they seem like they're very patient. I mean, they're not always, but they seem patient when you look at them, and beautiful and majestic and just so still. Yeah. When they're sitting there out on the water. And so what it's saying to me, they've got the northern lights in behind and the stars in the sky. And what it's saying to me is that basically we need to find that stillness within, because when we find that stillness within is when we can actually hear the universe talking to us more. And I think goes hand in hand with your card of when you're still, you're healing yourself, for one, just in that stillness. But you also are then able to hear the things that your body and your mind and your soul are trying to say to you. So in the stillness is where to ask the questions of, whatever it is that you need to know.
Very nice, Kim. I totally agree. With the card I see, the swan always reminds me of gentle, like Kim said. but it also, because it glides so lovely in the water, it takes its time to glide in the water, and it's always looking around itself. When I see the northern lights, like Kimmy said, it tells me if you take the time to be still, you see those other things that are presenting themselves to you, the stars above you, the clouds above you, what's beneath, in front of you, what's below you. You see it all when you're still. When you're too busy, you miss all those different things. And those things are all reflections of the things that the spirit are trying to tell you to do with yourself for that time and that moment, that day, whatever the case may be. When we still our minds and our body, we allow ourselves to feel.
Yeah.
And when we feel, all the emotions come flooding around and everything else that we need to be dealing with. And then we sit, if we still sit and be still, we see the beauty that brings a smile back onto our face.
Yeah.
So I see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just thinking, like with the northern lights and the lights there as well, it's like seeing all the magic that's in nature.
Ah, nice one.
So
Magical.
yes,
Magic. Yeah.
Yes. So now I will tell you what Denise says as soon as I get my glasses on so I can see the words. Frozen tundra. The tundra is a stark and severe landscape found in both the southern and northern hemispheres. It is usually bereft of most plant and animal life and can only support very low-growing plants such as mosses and lichen. The soil is frozen year-round, so it's impossible for trees to grow in that barren landscape. In the winter, the landscape is very cold and dark, and wild winds surge across the desolation. Even in the summer, the land remains frozen, although the surface can be soggy and covered with lakes, marshes, ponds, and bogs that become havens for millions of migrating birds. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if just for a few moments. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still, go within, listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing. Think things through, forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life.
Beautiful. And who is that again? That's Kim who?
Denise Linn.
Denise Linn. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Very well put. We didn't put into the freezing waters into that, but that's okay. That's into our interpretation.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing, like I've mentioned before, is that when we show you these cards, look at what you're interpreting from them as well. Like sometimes you'll see something different that we don't see, or you'll feel a different thing, and nothing's wrong. And know that whenever these readings find you, whether it's the beginning of October or it's in February when you see it, know that these messages are meant for you at that time of what you need in your life.
There's always something in a reading that's going to hit you and make you think about something you should be doing or changing, or being at ease with yourself that you've done some changes, and now you can sit back and think about how you reflected on that to make that happen for today. So all that is very important too.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's all within the reading and what you see too, like Kim said. Okay, the next one I got is this one. It is called Cherishing Yourself. I accept and love myself. These ones here are done, they're called the Gateway cards, and they're done by Denise Linn. Nice card. Okay, what it says is this. Card meaning. Oh, shoot, I was supposed to do my interpretation.
Yeah, you go. You go first.
Okay, let's go. Cherishing yourself. Now, when I say that word, cherishing yourself, it means time for me. Time to take out, to sit down for a few minutes, have that cup of coffee and a cookie with it if you want. For once, to have a cup of tea. Don't worry about diet. Sit down. It's about cherishing the moment for you. You know, eat the things that you like. Enjoy yourself. take the time, go buy yourself flowers, go buy yourself a special gift, because cherishing you means that you care about yourself. And when you care about yourself, you show that to other people too, that you want to be cared for. You want them to care for you in a way that is just should be normal for everybody. You don't want to wish anybody bad. You always want to wish them well. So you want that coming towards you. So I think that cherishing yourself is just sitting back, taking your moments to heal, to find the stillness that you need in your body and your soul. These cards are all relevant to each other. It's beautiful.
They are.
They really, really are. And because it's talking about cherishing too, it talks about your heart opening up to you for what you need for you, to spoil you, to take that every, clear your voice, clear your heart, clear your mind, let everything accept it as a stillness as you sit there and you sip that tea or coffee, drink a wine, whatever it is. But give yourself those moments to cherish what you're about and how you're trying to make your life be what you need it to be for yourself and for others.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for me, I pretty much mirror what you said is this, take that time to indulge in things that make you feel special and that make you, honor those moments and take your time with them. Like you said, like sit down with a tea and some cookies if that's what you want, or buy yourself a gift, but take that time when you're doing it to, I guess, heal yourself, because healing starts from within. So you got to fill your teacup first before you can fill other people's, right?
That's
And
right.
so we do need to spoil ourselves, and we need to remember that and find the stillness in that moment when we're drinking that tea and just really indulge all the senses with it.
Yeah. It could be a time of meditation too when you're doing that. Because you're really if you really allow yourself to get deep and you're healing with that, it can be a really meditative time and a really, really good time for you, male or female, child or teenager. It's good for all.
Young, old.
Yeah.
Or young, mature.
Mature, as I call it. Okay. So the cherishing self. I accept and love myself. The card reading is this. There are times to put your own needs above the needs and expectations of others. Put yourself first today. Buy yourself roses. Invite yourself out to a sumptuous dinner, or buy that special gift for yourself that you've been putting off. Treat yourself to the way that you would treat an honored guest. The universe wants you to know. Be your own advocate. Spend time cherishing yourself kindly and gently. Focus on what is wondrous and remarkable about you. When you truly care for yourself, you're able to care for others even more and make a difference in their lives as well. It's difficult to give when your cup is only half full. But when your cup is overflowing, you have more than enough to offer others. In the same way that a flight attendant tells you to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others with theirs in emergency, cherish yourself first, and then others will benefit more. Funny, I have said that so many times. Question to ask yourself rather. Is there something blocking my self-care? How can I cherish myself even more? In what ways do others benefit if I nurture myself, me? Beautiful.
It was beautiful. Journaling.
Journaling.
Thought I'd throw that in. Because you do know that I love the journal.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so the next ones that I chose are the Akashic Tarot by Sharon, Klinger, and Sandra and Taylor. And the card I chose is One of Forces, the Akashic Fields. So it's a very pretty card. Interesting because it's got the lights in the sky, just like your one card did as well.
And
I think with the Akashic, so if you don't know what the Akashic is, it's like your higher self library that you kind of go into and you find out about yourself and why we're here and all those kind of things that you want to know. So
Yeah.
I think for me, what it's saying to me is it's really a time of protecting yourself and protecting the things that you hold sacred to that. And with the barren land around it, it's really interesting. It almost looks like a body laying there.
It does, isn't it?
Is that you need to protect yourself and you need to put up boundaries around your heart chakra, especially, but around your whole self, and what you're allowing others to bring into your energy field is really important, I think, at this time.
Well
And
put.
so I think that what it wants us to do, and where it's talking about all the colors there, which is interesting because it's like the rainbow that you've seen
Yeah.
with all the colors and they're all over, is also we need to take the time to make sure that our chakras are aligned and take that healing time for ourselves,
Yeah.
so that we're moving forward with our best foot.
Yep. I totally agree.
And you?
Okay, what I see there is I see the face and behind, and I see the whirling of things around it, which tells me that when we have so much stuff in our minds, well, sometimes we have a hard time to focus on what we need to know. Try to look past the garbage that's in front of you. Try to look past the fog. Sometimes we call a person's been has trauma in their lifetime. They have a tendency to phase out because they don't want to see the reality around them, because they've always had to phase out in order to be focused in their own mind. But if you erase that and take away all that fog, everything else, you can actually see clearly through it, and it'll guide you to where you want to go and what you want to do. The purples around it tells me that open your eye, your psychic eye, let yourself really just imagine a fullness around you. Imagine wellness around you. Imagine all the beauty that you want to take away, anything that's negative that's there in front of you. Allow yourself to focus on what you need to do for you to be better and be the best of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Okay.
So love it.
Upright, which it was. Like the Akashic field, the aurora borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card upright tells you that amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. Your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicity now, so you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in the pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with your heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make them happen. And the Akashic force. Close your eyes and imagine yourself entering the boundless and brilliant Akashic field. It's almost as if you're stepping upon the Milky Way, and all its stars roll out before you, offering their light and power. Feel this profound force igniting your dreams and lighting your way.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very nice. So
wow, did they ever run into each other? These cards for October. And like we said, for any time when you're listening to our podcast about something's got to touch you to remind you to take care of you.
Yeah. You got to start at home first, right? It's all about ourselves first, and then, because I think the more, and you always said that to us, is like, right, smile even if nobody else is smiling, because it just lights up your soul. And even in the darkest of times, the healing starts first here. And then once we're healed, or even if we're not healed, but when we feel our cups first and work on healing ourselves first, we have more to share with the people that are around us.
That's true, because when our heart is full of love, we feel that we want to share it with others, or even if we just share it with ourselves for that day, but we definitely share it with our families if we feel that the love to come in of who you're with every single day at home and that kind of thing. So Kim is right. If it starts at home, then it can go anywhere from there.
Absolutely. So we hope you enjoyed the readings. We'd love to hear some feedback from you. If you got anything, how it resonated with you, please drop us a DM in our Instagram or Facebook, and we will see you all next week.
You bet you will. Looking forward to it.